Welcome guys, this is the Pelican Man and we are back with another video. This is day 2 of my journey on how to becoming a better digital drawer online. So today I'm just going to be doing a story time on how I became a nerd and how my interest evolved over time. It's funnily enough, like most people, I was introduced to Pokemon as the first one. Pokemon was great for the time it was. I had over 600 cards. I would organise them from coolest to not coolest. Organise them in their own little categories. I had my own books, I had my own decks. I have a story where for like 6 months I lost all 120 of my Pokemon cards. I was devastated. Then I thought someone stole them. Then I found them on my windowsill 6 months later, where I left them. Yeah. That was kind of that was a happy day, but a sad one, because I forgot where I placed them. But another thing that got me into nerding was Halo. I really liked the sci-fi element of that, and how that got me in there. That was really fun. Then I was introduced to Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was introduced to Yu-Gi-Oh! By a man named Jack. Jack showed me his Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection. I was like, what's this? And he was like, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, ooh. I liked it, and then I learned how to play, and then I sucked ass, because I was like 8. I was 8, and I collected those all the way up until I was like 13. But by the time I was 10, I also was introduced to MTG. MTG is a great game. If you don't play it, I highly recommend, because the art in it was the whole reason I got into it. The art was astonishing. And that's like half the reason why I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. But now I have like 1,000, I believe, cards, maybe more. And in that game, I kick ass. Like, my Pegasus deck, you cannot beat it. I love my Pegasus. And my favourite animal of all is the penguin. If you can get a penguin card, I am hands down paying like $200 for it. Hence why I drew the penguin. Yeah, I like penguins. But this one's an evil penguin. Penguins are fun. But I believe that when getting into these games, learning about them, looking at the concept of them was great for my imagination, because like I enjoyed looking at it, and it made me happy, which is like, the best feeling in the world. And then now I see today's generation of kids, and I look at them and they don't have the same experience. They have an iPad shoved in their face. They can't sit there and organise all their cards. They're bore them to death. I kind of feel sorry for them. They need to parents need to take their iPads off them and let them go touch grass. Let them go play card games. Let them go play fantasy games. Not weird ones, but games like D&D and Heroes Quest. And parents just teach them how to play or learn with them, because it and make it more enjoyable for them. Make them be able to form friendships better. Another game I like to play is D&D. That is a great game to play. And one of my favourite characters actually played as a penguin. He was a bard. Yeah, that was great. This penguin, since he was a bird, he couldn't speak every word in the English language, but he could recite some. But he understood every word in the language, so it was fine. But this man was immortal. Immortal, I tell you. He dies, and every time he died, he just came back to life. Like, he'd grow back slowly. Like, imagine Deadpool, but slower. Yeah, he was built off dead cells. Another thing about this guy is he once, first encounter I played with him, I fed my arm to the wolf. With my cohorts and friends, a pack of 6 wolves killed us, and we were taken to an elf's lair. Now I had like a divine memory or something like that. So once I woke up 6 months later, with my friends in hand, they looked at me, and they were pissed. And I was like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But what made it even better was the elves. Like, they had no idea anyone else was in the region. And we had to stay there for a while so they could, keep medical checks up on us. And then I said, how much of the past do you guys know? And like, we haven't been out since the last 1,000 years. And I've been awake for the last 800 years. So I was like, do you want me to tell you everything that's happened? From memory. And like, yeah. And my DM asked me, do you want to explain everything that's happened contortly? Or do you want to explain everything that's happened to you? I was like, everything that's happened to me. He's like, great, this is going to be great. After making the map for them, as I'm explaining this story, the guy goes, huh, that's interesting. 800 years of backfold, one person sits there and listens to the whole story. It was this 8-year-old kid, apparently. That was a great day. And he checked up on me periodically. I'm like, yep. So once we got that map done, I asked if I could keep all their money, and they're like, yeah, just leave. So they walked us through this horrible windy road so they believe we couldn't get back. And as this elf was walking back, they go, I'll visit again soon. I remember everything. And she looks at me, screams in Elvish, and runs. Okay, I can see how I'm really nerdy. Another nerdy thing I do is comic books. Now, like, comic books, there's a reason why. Comic books are a great thing to read. 1, keeps your brain activated. 2, they can go up in value. And since I get most of my comic books for like $1 to $2, I'm golden. Sometimes I spend more. I'll get 20 comic books, and then there'll be one worth $20, and I'm like, this is gonna be a hell of a finance, but it's worth it. But if you guys have seen some of my other haven't seen some of my comic book videos, I suggest you go watch them. Really fun. I like them. Yeah. I was supposed to be doing another video on comics. I just never got around to it. If you guys would like to see it, drop a comment while you're down there. Like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 100 by the end of the year. I hope you guys can help me out with this. I enjoy a lot of things. Oh, and another thing is watches. Now you might go, Pelican Man, why watches? And I'm like, hold up, my friend. There is a reason, my friend. But the watches look good, right? You can wear them with any type of outfit depending on the color. See, I got silver, gold, and the camel. Now, if I wear my camel one, I'm going sports mode. I'm wearing my silver one, I'm going out, but it's not so nice out. If I'm wearing my gold one, then I'm going out somewhere really nice and fancy. It's a pearly gold. It's not like it's like a real soft gold, not a real deep gold, dark gold, if you know what I mean. It's a real soft gold. It's like almost yellow, but it's always good to know what you like and what you don't like. It's worth about $400, my 3-set collection. It's not a fun day. They cost a lot. And another thing I like to do is what we call records. And records are really nerdy because you just put it on a thing. You put the needle on the vinyl, and then it goes. And if you gave me something like that 6 years ago and said, look at this, puts it on there and goes, "This is now magic," I'd be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I this is magic. Grooves with the needle make noise. This is pure magic. If I have ever seen it, this would be pure magic. Anyway, that's why I'm a nerd and how I became a nerd. Not how, but like why I'm a nerd. What I enjoy that's nerdy. I also collect things. I collect a lot of things, like cars. If you'd like to see some more shorts of those, let me know. Once again, this has been the Pelican Man. I hope you subscribe and like and stick around, because I'm gonna be dropping more videos, and I hope you guys stick around and watch me get better at drawing. Anyway, see you guys.